Death. It's so incredibly difficult to talk about, but it's an inevitability. And it's not just that it's going to happen, but also that you need to plan for it. Hopefully, we all live very long, full lives and are in great mental shape just before the end. But the truth is, things happen and surprises occur. We may not have all our ducks in a row when the time comes, and that's why it's important to pre-plan when we're healthy and in the right state of mind. The last thing you want to happen is that you're unprepared in the financial burden, and the burden of decision is to be left to someone else. Hi, my name is Dr. Daniel Davids. I'm a physical therapist and I run The Traveling Physical Therapist. We provide Medicare-covered physical and occupational therapy to seniors throughout Long Island at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Our community is our lives, and we want nothing more than to help the older adults in our area, even if that means discussing somber and sobering topics such as death and funerals. Despite the challenge, we feel it's our place to educate when we can. That's why we put together this series, of which this topic, fittingly, is our final one in the series. This video is called Getting to the Bottom of Prepaid Funeral Contracts. I'm sure you've seen the commercials touting the advantages of prepaying your funeral expenses. Most experts, however, consider prepaid funeral plans to be a financial mistake. It can be tempting to alleviate financial stress from your family during this time, but there are better options, or different options. Keep in mind, there are two basic plans. First, the guaranteed plan. Guaranteed plans provide goods and services at today's prices. However, some items are often exempt from guaranteed plans, such as flowers. Non-guaranteed plans are applied towards goods and services at the prevailing cost when you pass. These plans are heavily regulated in many states. Know your state's laws surrounding prepaid funeral contracts. Prepaid funeral plans do have some advantages. You can plan your own funeral. Do you have a vision of your funeral? Prepaid plans can make it a reality, but remember that you can pre-plan your funeral without spending a dime. Funeral homes are happy to sit down with you and plan out every detail for the future. They'll certainly try to sell you on a prepaid plan, but you don't have to say yes. Another benefit of prepaid funerals is that the money is available to cover your final expenses. Obviously, it's one less thing that your family has to worry about at the time of your death. And of course, there's peace of mind. You'll know that at least some of the financial and emotional burden has been removed. Now, while there are a few advantages to prepaid funeral plans, there are also several disadvantages. Refunds can be difficult to obtain. Be sure to inquire if you get all of your money back in case you change your mind. Some providers will give back part of your money, while others won't give any refund. Penalties are the norm. Many states may require a trust to be established to hold the funds. The fees used to establish the trust aren't refunded. For example, a 10% penalty and loss of 50% of your earnings isn't unusual. Another pitfall is determining what happens if you move. Many plans are portable, but many are not. Know the details. Also, you might not be fully covered. Most plans place the funds in a trust, and you're covered for today's cost. Hopefully, the funds will earn enough to outpace inflation, but it's possible to still leave your family with a sizable bill. If there's an excess of money left over, you can determine who will receive it. And finally, consider that the provider can go bankrupt. If that happens, you might find yourself without a plan and suffer a loss of several $1,000s. Embezzlement has been known to occur as well. There is an alternative, that would be life insurance. The average funeral expense is roughly $6,000. Contact your insurance professional and inquire about a policy to cover your funeral expenses. Your current life insurance might be sufficient, but keep in mind that term insurance is a better choice for most general life insurance needs. Term insurance isn't always acceptable for funeral purposes. You're likely to need the funds to cover your burial after your term insurance runs out. Speak with an insurance professional and find the optimal solution. Term insurance might be an option for the near future, and a whole life policy could be added later. There are specific insurance plans marketed for final expenses, but they're all usually just whole life policies with some sort of different name or different stipulation. It's an unpleasant topic, but it's important to consider your final expenses and the effect that they will have on everyone that you leave behind. A prepaid funeral plan may or may not be the best option. Perhaps life insurance is more suitable. In either case, it's most imperative that regardless of what you choose something. Hey, do you want to prevent your next fall? Do you want to maximize your quality of life? Do you want to move as confidently and pain-free as you did 25 years ago? Of course you do. Who wouldn't? We are the Traveling Physical Therapists, and we provide Medicare-covered physical and occupational therapy in your community, and for most, it will cost you exactly $0 out of pocket. We want you to come check us out so you can get back to doing the things that are important, like going to the park with your grandchildren, or hanging out with your girlfriends, or just enjoying a happy and healthy life just like you used to. So come visit us at www.thetravelingpt.com. And when you do, we're going to send you a free gift, our very popular book, That Really Helpful Book on Fall Prevention. All you have to do is go to our page, click on Contact Us, and drop me a note, and I will personally make sure that this book ends up in your hands at absolutely no cost. www.thetravelingpt.com for a Medicare-covered boost of confidence, quality of life, delivered right in your living room.